Hello, Yubi. Now this is a video that I've wanted to make for quite some time. In fact, all summer, would you believe, since these guys came out in the summer. But I just never did. However, now that I'm making videos again, or at least I just made an RC video, now is a perfect time for me to go Dinobots! Because let's face it, these Dinobots are pretty sweet. When they appeared in the film, okay, they may have had some character issues, as in a total lack of, but they did what we want Dinobots to do. They came in, they blew everything up, and we all loved them for it. Hopefully they'll be back in the next one with more personality, considering they were only supposed to be teased in this one. But I'm not here to talk about the film, I'm here to ramble aimlessly about the toys. And my god, they have some sweet toys. Yay for camera fails! Anyway, you saw them all together in robot mode. We'll start with Strafe. Now, normally when they rename characters, especially in the comics, I always stick with the original names. But because these Dinobots are movie Dinobots, I'm perfectly happy to call them by their actual movie names. Sometimes I might slip up, like with Slag, I believe is called Slug, is it? I don't know. Anyway, this is Strafe. Not the Technobot, the Dinobot. He's a Dinobot. He looks like a knight. They all look like knights. I actually quite like that. Gives them a unifying motif other than Dinobots. I mean, dinosaur knights. That is a brilliant concept. I want to shake the hand of the person who thought that up. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about that. What am I here to talk about? I don't know. Strafe, that's who I'm here to talk about. He's a fun little figure. He's ridiculously simple. He's like a 3-step changer. He's got these 2 rubber tails sticking out the back of his cape that are nice and flexible. Apparently there is a way to straighten them out, but I like them hanging off to the side. Gives them a bit of dynamicness. Articulation is all the standard usual affair. He's got his crossbow. These can come off to give him little swords. He's got no waist articulation. I should have said that. No waist articulation. Or does he have a waist articulation? Oh, he does have waist articulation! Yay! So he does have all the usual articulation. He's a fun little figure. Beautiful little paint everywhere. The silver paint on this guy is absolutely amazing. I really do like the silver paint. I'll pull his weapons out. One thing I like doing with this guy is making him the goddamn Batman. And by that, I'm sure you know what I'm going to do. You basically stretch his arms out, and you stretch his cape out, and look at that. He's the goddamn Batman! Striking fear and terror into the hearts of fake Decepticons everywhere. He's got a hell of a wingspan on him. I mean, look at the size of that wingspan. For comparison, he is my hand. His wingspan at full length is longer than my whole hand. Is he anything special? Nah, I got him because he's one of the guys in the film. I'm not getting any of the other Dinobots. I've only got the 4 from the film. No way I was wanting the Velociraptor, whatever his name is. He looks weird. Slug, the Brontosaurus or Brachiosaurus, the long-necked one that's meant to be sludge. I was a bit tempted by him, but he's just... I've gone off him. I don't know why, I don't know. There's just something about him that just doesn't quite seem right. And there's also... Who was the last one? Snarl, a Stegosaurus. Ooh, he does look good. If I see him at AA, I might pick him up at AA, but... Yeah... I did originally want him, but I've kind of gone off him a bit. I don't know why. I'll probably pick him up if I catch him in AA, but I'm not going out my way to get him. As far as I'm concerned, I have the Dinobot team completed. And just quickly say, Look at the painting on the wings. I mean, they are some seriously beautiful paintwork on him. Anyway, there's Strafe. I seem to be going a bit crazy on this one. Oh well, that's why they're called Mad Rumblings! There's Strafe. Beautiful. Nice figure. Everyone's keeled over except for Scorn. So we shall do Scorn next then, as the only survivor standing. There is Scorn, a new Dinobot. We've never seen Scorn before. We don't know who he is. Where did he come from? What's his history? Who knows? All we know is he turns into a Spinosaurus, who we have never had as a Dinobot before. That's something else I like about these movie Dinobots. Not only do they have the unifying night theme going on, but they're giving us new dinosaurs. And dinosaurs that turn into robots are awesome. Just ask any Beast Wars fan. Not that I'm a Beast Wars fan. They're only the greatest TVs ever. I'm getting off track again. Scorn, here we are. Wow, have I had Coke or something? I'm really hyped up. Beautiful little figure. No back kibble, except for this little bit. But it doesn't stick out. It sticks out less than his back fin, so I guess it's alright. Again, all the usual articulation, except for a waist. Yeah, he's got no waist. Oh, that's just reminded me. Something the Age of Extinction guys have, forgive the arse shot. You see that there? That's a little hexagonal peg hole. Every Age of Extinction figure has these things now. And apparently it's so you can shove a flight stand in there and have them going, Superman! Doo-doo-doo. Was that Superman theme? I think it was. Anyway, I don't know why Hasbro's done that. They haven't done that on any of the other figures, any of the other lines. Only the Age of Extinction guys. I don't know why. But it's a nice little addition for them to have put on. It's Scorn. I like Scorn. He's a good figure. This whole tail section is very rubbery. You know what? Following the night motif, this is a lance. There's no two ways about it. The man has a lance, which I need to remember to show something funny off later while I start transforming. But there you are. You got the lance. He charged while you and stabbed you with his lance. Now, he never does that in the film. I mean, the most you see of this tail is when he first comes out the ship and he just wraps it over his shoulder like that, which is why I have my Scorn stood like that, because that's an iconic pose for him. He's just wrapped up and over his shoulder. But you can also have him charging lance style. Look at the head. It's a Movieverse figure, but it's a simple head. This guy had a simple head. This guy has a simple head. This guy has a simple head. They're all simple heads in these guys. That's another reason why they don't quite feel like movie guys. That's part of why they are so brilliant. They're set apart from the contemporaries. Not just the dinosaur motif, not just the night motif, but the fact that they have clear, distinguished individual heads. Now, Scorn here, you can make him turn into Beast Wars Megatron. Ah, yes. But he's not supposed to be like that. Although I have seen some nice customs of this guy being painted purple and turned into Beast Wars Megatron. Yes. But this guy, as well as the lance, he has another weapon. You pull his tail and he poops out this. Ooh, little dagger. Dagger. I don't know why he needs a stabby weapon when his entire arm is a stabby weapon, but you can slide it in and he holds it well. It's all nice and hunky-dory. And there's Scorn. Stabby, stabby. Next up, Slag, or Slug. Slug? Slag? Slug. Yeah, I think he's Slug. Now, this guy is my favourite Dinobot in terms of personality, because when Lockdown is coming along and using his big giant magnet that picks up metal and drops it, because we all need to know and understand that is what a magnet will do. He's basically in his dino mode, scrabbling away in the dirt, trying to keep his feet on the ground, and he's just so cute. Both times when he does it, he's just the cutest little thing ever. But he's not in his cute little dinosaur mode here. He's in his fearsome robot mode. And of all the dinosaurs, Dinobots, of all the Dinobots, this is the guy with the most knight-like head. I mean, look at the shape of it. Look at the shape of it. It is quite clearly a knight's helmet. Yeah, and he's got all the articulation you want. He has a waist. He's got a little rubbery tail sticking out his arse. Well, you can only put it up that high, so that looks stupid, so I just leave it hanging down like a skirt. Knights had skirts, didn't they? I don't know. I guess they did now. Now, these are supposed to tab in here and keep him, tab in, keep his arms locked out into that position, the shoulders, so they don't come across like that for transformation. But they don't tab in really well, and they keep popping out. Yeah, it's a little annoyance, but he's my favourite of the Dinobots, but he's not my favourite of the Dinobot figures. And he has these two little sword things, which is made of it's the same kind of rubber as Scorn's tail. And they can link together, and I guess it's for storage, or maybe. Storage? I don't know. But you can slap them together and go, big club. But clearly they're not supposed to be like that. They're supposed to be stabby. But he doesn't stab quite as well as Scorn. I mean, this guy's a nice. He's nice enough. Is he brilliant? No, he's not brilliant. But he's nice enough, and he's needed to keep the team. In fact, I would probably say this guy is the worst of the robot modes, just because he doesn't lock together and he's got so much kibble. I mean, he's got a much better transformation than this guy. I mean, this guy barely transforms, but this guy has a much more coherent, locked together robot mode. But, you need him for the team. Plus, you can do something awesome with this guy in beast mode and this guy in robot mode, which I will show off in a little bit. So, on to the big bad Grimlock. Camera's falling down. Big bad Grimlock. Now this guy's a Voyager, so he should be a little bit bigger than the others. And you know what? He is a bit bigger, because I had to adjust the camera, but he's also sticking his crotch out. And we don't want you to do that, Grimlock. Put your crotch away. Stand up like a man or a Dinobot. Stop being stupid. Don't you hate it when angry ancient knights of alien civilizations be stupid? And he doesn't want to stand. But there's Grimlock in all his nice golden glory. And he is like a samurai knight. I don't know why I'm thinking he's a samurai knight. He just feels like a samurai knight looking at him. He's a Voyager. He doesn't have waist articulation. He's got all the other articulation you'd want, though. Now, he's got the monkey arms, but all you need to do is just go, really, bring it round, twist his thing around, and there you go. He's got proper arms. Yay! Why does it keep clicking? Something keeps clicking on his feet. He's never usually clicks. But there you go, proper arms. So, you don't have to complain he's got gorilla arms, because you can easily fix them. And he's got some nice... The black on this guy, the black paint is magnificently shiny. So shiny. He's got these... I don't know, it's like teeth or something. It's almost like a necklace made of the teeth of his, or the bones of his enemies. That's the kind of thing this evokes from me. I quite like it. And he's got a very unique head. And there's his head. Look at it. Look at his head. It's... Oh, you focused. I mean, that. It's not your traditional Grimlock head, but... Oh, that looks imposing. I wish he was a bit more imposing in the film when he was fighting Optimus, but I suppose if you get bitch slapped so hard the grass explodes, it's going to put you out of the fight for a little bit. There's his back kibble. So, it's not too bad. There's a hole for the flight stand I mentioned was on the other ones. I don't think leaders have the holes for the flight stands, probably because the flight stands just wouldn't be able to hold a leader. But there's Grimlock, and he has his little mace weapon, which does come apart for some reason. I don't know why, but it comes apart for some reason. So there is Grimlock. I really like this guy. He's built well. He's nice, sturdy plastic. He doesn't feel like fragile or going to break. He's quite easy to transform. And, I must admit, I do have a lot of fun with this guy. Much more fun with this Grimlock than I do with the Fall of Cybertron Grimlock. Just, transforming it back and forth and back and forth. It's easier to do that with this guy than Fall of Cybertron guy. And this guy just feels like a much better all-round toy. He just feels like a better toy. He's more substantial. He's better built. I admit it. I love these little Dinobot guys. Anyway, on to Dinobot mode. So, everyone's wondering why Slug has that weapon mode where he charges along with the sword sticking out the side of his beast mode. Well, first of all, it's so he can cut everyone's knees out while he's charging, but it's also so he can do this. Remember how I said Scorn was a jouster? Slug is his steed, and the swords are for stirrups. So he can sit on and go and take down anyone who gets in his way. I love doing this. I love playing with these little toys. They're just so much fun, especially when you can get and do things like this with them. And you know what? I think a lot of people forget Transformers are toys. They're meant to be played with. You're meant to have fun doing crazy inane stuff like this with it. Anyway, onto the Dino modes. Here is Strafe. He still has a very long wingspan. He is basically his robot mode with 2 heads and short legs. I mean, he's still very nice. He looks just as beautiful in this mode, but, his hands are just like hanging out under his wings, Batman style, and yeah. I mean, he's decent enough. Like I say, if he wasn't in the film, I wouldn't have got him, but he's fun. He's nice and easy to just quickly change around. He's got great posability in his wings. These rubber tails just go wee all over the shop. He can mount his crossbow on his back in Dino mode, just like that. But that looks stupid, so I don't bother with that. He can also mount his weapons under here. It gives him a slightly more G1 swoop look with the bomb wings, but I'll prefer to keep him off. And he has 2 heads, both of which have the same range of motion. You can look inwards, but they can't look outwards unless you move them entirely at the neck. They have some nice little eye sockets right there. There's the eye sockets. Nice eye sockets. And they both have opening mouths. So if you do ever find yourself with a stinger, you can eat it. One thing that this guy can do, which I really appreciate them doing, is being able to go into a sort of landed mode. Now, this isn't it, but he can put his arms forwards, fold his wings up, arms forwards, fold the wings up, and caw. Hey, Grimlock, stop making noises. That's not me. Hey, shut up. I'm trying to be on camera here. Now, there's a question for you that's probably never actually going to be answered on screen. Strafe here has 2 heads. Does that mean he's got 2 sparks? Does that mean he's got 2 personalities? I mean, what's the deal there? What's going on? Will we ever find out? Probably not, because they don't do comic tie-ins anymore. But hopefully in the next film, we are not only going to find out more about the Knights of Cybertron, But these Dinobots are also going to talk and have personalities, because it's all about the personalities and the mindless destruction. And as of this moment, Michael Bay is not doing Transformers 5. We may get that. I say as of this moment because, come on, he's been saying that for like the last 3 of them. He is Slug. Yeah, I took his scorn off. There's his Dino mode, attack mode. There's pants, we'll pull that off. You only really want to keep that when he's going in stirrupy mode. I don't think he'll ever neigh like a horse. He's a fun little figure. He's alright. Lots of rubbery, pointy rubbery bits. Posability's a bit naff in this mode. What I do like is how these legs don't just become the arms. He doesn't just go wah, and these are arms. These become his waist, and his waist becomes his arms. I like that. What I don't like is his feet sticking up here, because they actually hinder movement because they get stuck under the flap thing. So you got to poke him out to the side, and his legs can barely move because his other legs are in the way unless he does the splits, and no one wants to see a Triceratops doing the splits like that. Do we? Do we? No, I don't think we do. I mean, you can lower his head for charging. His robot head's tucked away back there, but you can't see it, so it's fine. He's unhooked himself. I mean, like I say, of all these figures, despite the much simpler transformation for Strafe, I would say this guy is the weakest of the figures. He just doesn't quite hold together. And he's just... at least he can open his mouth and go... Nom, 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 nom. Fake Decepticon. Nom, 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 nom. Scorn's still in robot mode, so I'm not doing him yet. Here's Grimlock, Voyager Grimlock, who can actually go nom 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 nom. Lockdown. Nom 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 nom. He's a T-Rex. Can you not tell? He's a T-Rex. He's got his bent legs. He's got some nice arm movement. He can do the plotting scheme, so if he gets repainted into Beast Wars Megatron, as every Transformer T-Rex in the history of ever will ever do now, he can go yes, with his plotty little fingers. He's got the legs of the arms, so full range of motion on there. He's easy enough to stand up. His tail doesn't quite look like 2 legs flopped together into a tail, so I'm happy with that. Now, there's 2 things people always seem to do weird when they transform this guy. His robot head is 180 from the way I have it, so that spike just randomly goes up like that. But if you turn his head around and transform him like that, you see it's a much more graceful line coming up to the end of the tip of the point. The other weird thing people do is they keep giving him his bunny ears. Look at him. I mean, he's not a rabbit ears. Why do people leave him like that? That's how it's in robot mode. In beast mode, they're supposed to come down and be streamlined alongside his head. Maybe slightly up, but certainly not rabbit ear style. Like that. Gives him a more streamlined look. Makes him more fearsome, more imposing. He's a fun dinosaur. He's a fun little T-Rex. Like I say, he's a lot sturdier than the Fall of Cybertron Grimlock. Can I recommend this guy? Sure. He's definitely the best of the movie line so far. I mean, I've only got these 4 Dinobots, Evasion Prime, and Lockdown. Deluxe Lockdown. Might pick up Galvatron if I see him going cheap, but other than that, I can't say how they compare to the rest of them. But, if you like robot dinosaurs, you can do a lot worse than this guy. Now, that actually brings me to another point. A lot of people keep complaining, oh, he's got extra spikes. Oh, what's going on? Oh, he's not a realistic T-Rex. Well, you know what? Every single animal former in all of the films have extra spikes. I mean, look at Ravage. He had spikes coming out of everywhere, and no one complained about that. But no, because this is Grimlock, he's not allowed to have extra spikes. Personally, I love the extra spikes the animals get. It makes them look alien enough, yet still be human enough. Not human, but Earth enough, but alien enough that they look cute, and yet like they're gonna rip your head off in the same go. I like that design choice. I do. I hope we see more animals in the future ones. Anyway, let me just get Scorn transformed and I'll show you him off. Well, I just completely forgot how to do that. But here we go. There's Scorn in his Dino mode. He's nice and long. He's longer than my hand. You all know how long my hand is. It's shorter than Strafe's wingspan. He does stand if you get him right. Et voila, case in point. And again, long rubbery tail. It's sort of a hard rubbery tail, so it doesn't actually wiggle about, but there you go. There he is. And yes, he's a Spinosaur, and yes, scale buffs are probably going to go, but he's too small next to Grimlock. Spinosaurs are supposed to be bigger. Yeah, but Grimlock's the leader, so he's supposed to be able to eat the rest of his team if he doesn't like them anymore. Scorn's actually a really nice dinosaur figure. He's got nice, lots of leg articulation. His arms wiggle around like a silly Billy, and his neck can go, whoa, 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 who you looking at? Who you? This would work better if I actually had his jaw open. Yeah. I can't do it. You get the idea. His jaw opens. Who are you looking at? All in all, Scorn is probably the best. A nice transformation. Not too complicated, but complicated enough to be a completely different robot mode to his beast mode. He holds together well in both modes. He's got nice weapon storage that's out of the way, unlike the others. And he's a nice colour scheme. Nice red with some orange-ish highlights. What more can you say? Scorn is quite clearly the best of the 4 on-screen Dinobots. Like I say, I can't speak for the others because I don't have them and I have no intention of getting them. But I wanted these 4 because the Dinobots are awesome and these are great little toys. Despite the flaws, Scorn's probably the only one I would say definitely worth picking up at full price for. But, the movie toys, they're probably going to go on sale soon enough. In fact, we're already on the Combiner Wars and other ones, so they should already be on sale. But there's a movie team. Can I recommend them? Yeah, sure, I'd recommend them. Like I say, maybe not full price, but except for Scorn, maybe Grimlock. He's pretty good as well. But these 2, not worth full price. And he is definitely the worst of the 4. Still glad I got the team though. They are a good looking team.